do 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 do. Boot up. Boop. We're in business. Howdy there, boys and girls. This is Larry again. SOTW, Sobriety on Two Wheels. I'm back on my Indian. And we're gonna take a little ride to the top of the mini hill. I like this view up here. But what a good opportunity to film. There's Pooch. Got my buddy and his wife up there, Larry and Mrs. Larry. Beautiful day. Wintertime, Colorado. Think about what to talk about today, and I'd like to start a series on the steps, the AA steps, one of these days. But I'm thinking I want to wait till it gets nicer and greener and everything doesn't look so sad and gloomy. So that being said, today, if you're watching this video, you get to hear me ramble about stuff that doesn't matter. No, it does matter. I was going to talk about the big reason that brought me into sobriety is anxiety. And more so the anxiety I had during hangovers the morning after, day after. I don't know about most people, but I was the type of alcoholic that I didn't drink every day. I didn't need to drink every day. I probably could have, but my spurts would go like this. So let's say it's Friday night. Get invited to go hang out with a friend or two, and I would overdo it that night. And morning comes and I feel like crap all day, and end up sleeping all day and all night Saturday, not getting much done. And then Sunday comes around, I still feel a little crappy in the morning. But Sunday night, man, I'm starting to feel good enough to where I could go get drunk again. And I do. And that process repeats itself over and over and over. For me, it did. But what would happen during those mornings with the hangover is my anxiety would be so high that it's really weird. My anxiety would be so high that my whole upper body, all the way from my belly button to the top of my head, would be vibrating. Like pins and needles. It was the strangest thing. And it got to the point where I thought it was going to kill me. I was scared for my life. So, and I was too proud to go to the doctor, of course. But I knew what the cause was. The cause was my drinking. And I was on, I went and got on some anti-anxiety medication, and I have what do you call it? Tips and tricks from Larry. Tips and tricks. If you are on anti-anxiety medication, it is not going to work if you are drinking every night or every other night. It just will not. Woohoo! Yeah, it turns out the way alcohol reacts with the chemicals in my brain was fighting with what the medication was trying to do. So it was like I wasn't even on the medication at all. Now, fast forward to today, turns out without alcohol, I don't even need the medication because the alcohol was giving me the anxiety. So I know it's not the same for everybody. If your doctor is prescribing you something, you should probably take it. But what I'm saying is, they tell you not to drink with that stuff for a reason. I thought it's because it makes you crazy, and it might, but it's because it doesn't allow the medicine to do what it needs to do. Anxiety is a really, I don't know, I could make several videos just on anxiety and how I feel about it. It's just hard for me to put it into words. It's the devil is what it is. And anxiety and depression go hand in hand, but I don't think I'm gonna talk about depression today. But I always described anxiety as that feeling of not being in the right place at the right time, or not belonging. And that was a story of my existence from when I was a child to when I was an adult. Not belonging in the sandbox that everybody else was in. And it's scary. So once I became about 15 years old, I found this miracle serum called Crown Royal or Keystone Light or whatever I was drinking that night. The miracle cure to all of my problems. Well, turns out it's not a cure, it's an aid to the sickness. But if you're watching this video and you feel the same, if you go through the same struggles, comment on here, reach out. Trying to bumpy. Trying to grow a community here, or you know, just trying to connect with people. So I'm probably going to end the video here. Get a quick shot of this view before I go though.